he told me, now, if you want me to be speaking with those children, you choose two things. You either give me those children and you forget about them completely, never call my number, never look for them. You should not even want to be near them. Or you stay with those children and you put me out of your life completely. Then I told him, okay, if you can forget about your children, then you forget about them. For me, I can never be away from my children. I choose to remain with them. To date, he has never called.
So then you started living alone with your children.
Yeah. So life was very tough. Life was very tough at that time. Again, I didn't have a job, a proper job. So I started looking for a job because now I had to take full responsibility. I had to look for a better paying job where I tried so hard, and I got a school in Donholm, paying me 8,000 shillings. So that was better than what I used to earn, 4,000 in the previous school when the incident happened.
Yeah.
So I started working there. At least the director was kind enough. She was not charging me for the two children. My son now was in the daycare there, and my daughter was in grade 1. So I went with them. I just tried to make things work out for me. Then along the way, I met somebody through a friend.
Along the way is after how long?
Because that was when things happened. When we went our separate ways was in April 2019. So in August, I met this guy. Yeah, then we started talking, trying to agree on some issues. Yeah. So I got myself involved in that relationship.
This is about 4 months after you separated from your husband.
Yes. Yeah. You know, now I knew he was married, and the bitterness was there. Yeah, so kinda I also wanted to get somebody, at least not to be alone. The stress was too much.
Did you have did you want to revenge on married women? I mean, was there some revenge inside
On what he had
you?
done? That could sound, let me say, revenge could sound better. But I thought that if he's married, he's trying to show me that he cannot be without anybody. Let me show him that I can also be loved, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we started the relationship 2019, 2021. Yeah, then we decided to move in 2021, no, 2020. 2020, August 8th.
You started
That's when we moved in.
To move in to which
As
house now?
husband and wife.
You got a different house to share
Yeah.
with him.
He looked for a house, he paid, and then
in the meantime,
I
did
moved
he
in.
involve his people? Did you involve your people in all these talks?
Okay, I had not involved my parents, let me say parents, but just a few relatives, cousins. Yeah, and with him, he had not also. Yes.
These cousins, are they women? Are they married?
Yeah, married women.
You involve them.
Yeah.
And you told them that this man is a married man.
Yeah, I told them.
And they, they were okay with you moving in with him.
No, they were happy for me. Now, if you are happy, we are happy for you.
Interesting. They are married, they are happy for you, and yet if it were
Mhm.
them, I would think they would be happy about that
Obviously,
arrangement.
no woman will ever like it
Yeah.
that your husband gets married to another woman.
Mm.
Of course, no woman.
So
Mm.
he got a house, you moved in.
Yeah, so we moved in, we started our lives there.
Mm.
So immediately, mm, his mother called.
Mm.
I think the lady just noticed something is about to happen here.
Mm.
So she called the mother-in-law now. She told her that, oh, your son is getting married
Mm.
to this lady, just informing her.
Mm.
Then the mother called me.
Mm.
She asked me so many questions.
Mm.
How we came to know each other, why my last marriage didn't work out, and
Mm.
so forth. So she demanded to see me,
Mm.
asked me to go home, see her.
Mm.
She wanted to talk with me. So we arranged and went home.
Mm. Both of
So
you.
we talked, and yeah, both of
At
us.
this point, had he involved his wife? Did he
No,
tell his wife he's getting married?
no.
As at the time you are going home, did he tell his wife he's taking another woman home?
No, 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 no. He just went home. Somebody going to visit home.
Mm.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He, he could not tell her that. That's a very tough lady. He could not tell her such.
So your marriage was going to be secret to her.
No, it was not going to be secret, but at least he could not tell her that, I'm taking my other wife home.
Mm.
Yeah. That will come to her afterwards.
Had she suspected that he was having another family? Because I suppose if you have got a house, you are living with him, there are times he spent the night at your place.
No, he had not spent a night at my place,
Mm.
but he suspected that because he used to check his phone.
Mm.
So he went through the messages and saw whatever we were discussing, like when we were looking for the house.
Mm.
Yeah,
And
she saw
how
that.
did she react to that?
That's when she called the mother,
Oh, she's the
informing
one
her.
who called the mother when the mother called
Yeah,
you. Okay.
yeah.
Mm.
Now she wanted to stop it from happening,
Yeah.
but now uh, it didn't work in her favor.
Mm.
Yeah, calling the mother didn't work in her favor. She thought when she called the mother would work in her favor. The mother will say this cannot happen and so forth.
Mm.
But now it's like this was a blessing in disguise to this mother.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's when the mother called me at home to go and talk to her.
Mm.
I went, we talked at length,
Mm.
and she said, my son has really suffered. And if you are ready to take care of him, if you are ready to live in peace with him, I will give you my blessings. Go and
Mm.
live with him.
Mm.
Because whatever he has through,
Mm.
it is just indescribable. Yeah. So the mother said, now, before you start living together, we had just looked for a house, but we had not moved in.
Mm.
So I was to come from home, then we move in now
Mm.
together.
Mm.
So the mother said that now, because you have come and I've seen you and approved that you are good enough, this thing is not going to be a secret anymore. That woman has to know that my son has married. Yeah, so that she can stop all those madness that she normally, because she had taken my number, so she used to send me abusive messages, a lot of them, and I didn't reply to any one of them. She could send like 10, 15 messages a day. I didn't reply to any. So I showed the mother those messages, and she said, this thing is not going to be a secret anymore. She has to know. And when you go back to Nairobi, I want you to arrange within 2 weeks. You have to go and meet her. She should know that you are now her co-wife. If she wants to stay, she should stay. But she has to know that you are her co-wife. Yeah, so that this madness could stop. Yeah, so that's what happened. We came back, we arranged, I went, I met her, we talked. Yeah. Then we started living.
So when you met her, how did she receive you?
Not so good. Well, she prepared a meal for us. We ate. I went with one of my cousins, and my sister-in-law was also there. So we talked. So this lady called me, the man now, me and her, the three of us. We went to talk from outside the house, and she was trying to discourage me, trying to discourage me with some internal issues. And
You
then,
were discussing your joint husband and her.
yeah, yeah,
And she was discouraging you in front of the husband.
yes. He could not react over it or say anything, trying to defend anything there. But then I asked her, now, have you welcomed me to be part of this family? Yeah. You become now part of the family. Then she said that you say, if it was not me who allowed him to marry, he could not marry. I'm the one who told him to look for a wife to marry. Otherwise, he could not have married you. But now, whatever is in my heart concerning your marriage is just between me and God. If I welcome you, you will know. If I don't welcome you,
you
will still have to know. Yeah. Yeah, so that's how we talked, and I went to my house. But then again, she requested that because she was not ready, she didn't think that it will come that soon. I leave him the man so that the man can be spending in her house for some days and months, a few months, before he can start coming to my house to spend the night there. Then I told her, that's not my decision to make. It's not up to me to make that decision. I'm not the one marrying. It's the husband. Let him make his own decisions. Yeah. Then I went. Let me say that I fell in love so deeply with this man.
You did?
That, yeah, I did.
Why do you think you fell in love with this man this fast? Is it because of the way he was treating you, or the way he was providing for you? And how was the relationship between him and the children?
No, it's not because of all those things you've mentioned.
It's because of what? Because of what?
I just loved him. Just let me say, he's Physical appearance.
Ah, you loved his.
Physique. His physique.
Is that love? Uh, so he was a very handsome
Actually,
man.
not the handsomeness. You cover the face,
Mm,
but he's not a bad looking man.
mm,
But let me say the structure of his body.
that's what you loved.
That's what I loved
Mm, uh-huh.
a lot. And you know, he was soft spoken.
Mm.
He was just a cool man to me.
So he was everything that your husband was not. Can we say that?
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I could through that I could persevere a lot of things like provision in the house
Mm.
uh, was not good,
Mm.
was not so good. You know, a man just paying rent,
Mm.
that is his duty.
Mm.
Let me not say a man, but a husband.
Mm.
When you marry a woman, you should take care of her shelter,
Mm-hmm.
It is your duty. A woman can only chip in when you are stuck. Yeah, but something like rent, that should not be negotiated about. I can say that as a woman, you can help your husband by providing food or something like helping with school fees, part of it, and all that. But for a house, it's not negotiable to me.
Yeah.
So he used to do that. So I
Mm.
don't know if because of that, he saw that he was doing so much to me
Mm.
or something because other provisions like food, we could struggle.
Mm.
We could struggle actually. Sometimes we could go hungry.
Why? And you are working?
I had a lot to do. My children were going to school. I used to pay school fees.
Oh, so he wasn't helping you in paying the fees?
Yeah. Oh, well, he chipped in later.
Mm.
He chipped in later. And
Mm.
it's not only that when I get school fees, when I get my salary, I'm just paying school fees alone. No, I had a house girl.
Mm.
There are other things to do in the house. The house was empty, so I was trying to purchase a few things in the house, hoping that he will see what I'm doing in the house to at least do some shopping in the house.
Mm.
So I get my money, start spending, I buy one, two, three, then I'm left with no money. So you are there waiting for food, for money to, you are waiting for him to give you the money for food. And then whatever you are given, like sometimes 2,000, 3,000 shillings, it's not enough. Can you survive on 3,000 in a month?
And what about, was he coming? Was he now, did he now start coming to spend at your place?
He took time. He took time. I had to talk to his mother.
For him to come and
Oh, yeah. And it's his mother who now had to tell him, call him. He could be called. Hello, where are you today? I'm on the right now. Toka. Go to Mama Tamara's house.
so
That's when he
again,
could come and spend. Mm?
it's like he was being coerced to come and spend. Why do you think
Exactly.
so? Is it because of fear of the other lady, or what is it?
Exactly.
Mm.
Because sometimes he could come home, he has come to spend there, and then the other lady just calls him, I want you to come here. I'm giving you like 30 minutes to be here. And he could leave and go.
Mm.
Yeah. So I thought a number of times I used to ask him, why do you fear this woman this much?
Mm.
Huh? You should respect her. Yes, she is your wife. I'm your wife, and I need your time. I need your time more than any other thing. Hmm?
Mm.
You coming here, the children have already known you now as their father. I'm trying to tell them that you are their father. Now, which father is this that is just absent in their lives again?
Mm.
How will they know? How will how will you create the bond between you?
Mm.
I'm not saying that you come now and you stay here that you forget the other side, but I'm saying that can you balance your timetable? Can you know which days you can be coming here? It doesn't matter that you come here one day in a week, but can it be a sure day that on Tuesday you'll be coming here? So that the children will just know that on a Tuesday daddy will be coming.
Mm.
Yeah. So we could not really agree on that. It was a big problem. Yeah, finances there was a very big problem. He could tell me all the time he doesn't have money, doesn't have money. But now it used to, I used to get angry because he tells you he doesn't have money. He cannot buy anything in that, nothing in that house. Let me say nothing.
Mm.
Like, my wife, can you take this 1,000? I heard you were saying you wanted to buy some plates in the house.
Mm.
This is 1,000. Add with yes, go and buy those things you wanted to buy.
Mm.
That never happened, you know.
Mm.
So you go to the other side because he could ask me to take the children to the other side so that the children could know each other and start bonding.
Mm.
So you go the other side, you find him building, constructing rental houses, expanding his house, doing a lot of things, you know.
Mm.
So I just knew that I was being used, and this man was not ready for marriage. Probably it was a pressure from somewhere, and I don't think if he was just ready for this marriage.
Mm.
That is what I concluded.
Mm.
Yeah, because you can't be telling me that you cannot even buy a bed in your house because you don't have money, yet you are doing a construction of a house.
And on
Yeah,
the other side.
raising an apartment, a flat. How is that possible? A bed costs only 15, 20,000 shillings. You cannot buy that, you know.
Are you the one
You,
who probably was in a hurry to get married
um,
in this
maybe.
particular relationship?
I cannot say that I was in that hurry. I gave him time. I didn't ask him to marry me. But there was a time when we disagreed in the relationship,
Mm.
when we were still in the courtship.
Mm.
And I told him, because he's the one who made me angry, I told him, you know, you have your you have your wife. I don't want to be I don't want to cause any um trouble in your life. If you feel that I'm not good enough for you, please just go back to your wife. I don't want to feel that you are using me.
Mm.
Because of the some of the statements that he made.
Mm.
Yeah, so I told him you'd rather just leave me alone. I don't want to start a relationship that will end nowhere. Yet I'm just from a fresh heartbreak.
Statements like, for example, what?
Well, um, when we disagreed,
Mm.
he told me that okay, let me. It's another long story that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Uh,
is another long one.
mm.
Yeah, why we disagreed and I decided to leave him.
Mm.
Yeah, something happened just between us.
Mm.
Yeah. So, well, I will tell you. We stayed for so many months without getting intimate.
Mm.
So when we went intimate, a few days later,
Mm.
he told me that when he went to pee, when he went to the toilet,
Mm.
he he could feel some pain in his penis.
Mm.
The urine could not pass freely.
Mm.
Then he told me that he went to Mama Lucy Hospital.
Mm.
He was tested and he was diagnosed with with
An
what is
STD.
it called? Gonorrhea.
Wow. So he
Yeah.
suspected it's
So
you.
he suspected that
Mm.
I'm the one who passed that to him.
Mm.
I told him, in my life, I've never encountered any STIs, not even UTI. I've
Mm.
never had any of those.
Mm.
So I don't know why you are saying that you are diagnosed with the
Mm.
with this gonorrhea.
Mm.
If I'm the only woman you've slept with. So I asked him, when last did you sleep with your wife?
Mm.
He told me that more than 7, 8 months ago.
Mm.
Then I told him, if that is the case, and I'm the only woman you've made love to,
Mm.
then we have to get checked.
Mm.
We have to go for a checkup
Mm.
together.
Mm.
And if you've gone to Mama Lucy and they've diagnosed this, we should go to that Mama Lucy, both of us.
Mm.
Because I've not seen anything. I don't have any itchiness. I do like I'm just okay.
Mm.
Then I said, okay, I have to do this. So we agreed on a date to go to the hospital.
Mm.
He didn't show up.
Mm.
So I went to Provide International Hospital. I told the doctor what happened. Like the months I had stayed without having sex, and the doctor said, okay, we'll have the test done. So the test was run. Everything was negative. So I told the doctor, start, you test everything. I paid a lot of money, more than 3,000.
Mm.
I told him that I want all the STIs tested.
Mm.
Everything came out negative. So I took the results.
Mm.
I called him. I told him, can we meet? I didn't tell him why I wanted to meet him.
Mm.
Um, he showed up. I went, I showed him my results.
Mm.
So I told him, we can go back to Mama Lucy now,
Mm.
both of us.
Mm.
He turned that down again.
Mm.
So I went to Metropolitan Hospital.
Mm.
I wanted now a big hospital to run the test for the second time.
Mm.
So I went to Metropolitan Hospital. I got tested from HIV, from everything.
Mm.
Everything came out negative.
Mm.
I looked for him again. I showed him
Mm.
my results.
Mm.
I still pestered him to go with me to the hospital so that we could get tested together.
Mm.
He refused. Then I said, this one, now maybe he just knows where he went to, or he knows what is happening, what's wrong with him, and probably he doesn't want to share.
Mm.
Before going to get tested, for the first time when we met, when he was telling me that he had gonorrhea,
Mm.
the statement that he made that made me so much annoyed.
Mm.
He told me, maybe that's why your husband left you, because
What?
you are having, maybe you are having so many men and you are bringing him diseases. That's why he decided to leave you.
Gosh. Yeah.
It didn't come to me so well.
Mm.
That is why I had to run those tests, all of them, spending money to run every STI test
Mm.
just to be sure if
Mm.
I was okay or something was wrong with me.
Mm.
So I just told, after I confirmed myself 3 times in different hospitals, and I was found to be clean, I was okay. Then I just said, there is no time of wasting, there is no need of wasting time with this man. He would rather go back to his wife,
Do you think he
make
was
his life.
using that just as an excuse not to be intimate with you?
I don't know. I don't know why he said that. I don't really know why he said that. Then I left him. I just told him, you can carry on with your life. I don't think if we can go anywhere with you.